Testing. This is like the first time I'm using a microphone like this, so I hope the audio is good. I made myself a coffee. So I'm gonna make a YouTube channel because I feel like a lot of the things I want to talk about need longer videos. I haven't been making videos because gastrointestinal, which was about 2 months, took up a lot of my time. And when you get to veterinary school, it's really normal to have less time at certain periods of the year. I wanted to talk to you guys today and show you what I think you should buy before going to veterinary school. If you're pre-vet right now, already accepted into veterinary school, congratulations. Enjoy your last summer. And if you're starting to prep, going on Amazon, buying your materials and supplies, you should look out for these things and get ahead of the game. First item that I think all veterinary students should have is a whiteboard. You guys might have seen my big whiteboard. I actually bought that off of a third-year graduating veterinary student that made use of it, passed her NAVLE, and I bought it from her. And I used it a lot. Right now I'm not using it so much, but that's because it's the kind of class that I'm taking, but it helped me so much for anatomy. I bought a big one, but honestly, even a small one goes a long way because there's a sense in writing things out. I used it a lot right before our assessments. Like I did a quick little review, writing down everything that I possibly could remember based on the learning objectives. I also made a video on how I studied using my whiteboard, and really helpful. So definitely recommend a whiteboard and lots of colorful markers, of course. So second thing, all veterinary schools are going to require that you have a stethoscope, of course. But the specific one that I got, and for the purposes of just being a veterinary student, if you're on a budget, is the Littmann Classic 3. It has been super reliable. I really don't need much. I know they have like very fancy ones. Classic 3 does the job. We use them often for clinical skills, which is our course where we do a lot of hands-on stuff, physical exams on our small and large animals. And even this one, I could hear the heart rate of a cow and a horse, and they're big animals. So this is all you need. And I could put the details in the bio. I bought it off Amazon. They have a lot of fun colors too, but this is the one I got, Caribbean blue with the gold accent. The reason I like it is because it has a small side for your small cats, exotics, and then your bigger side for your larger animals. And like I said, the big one does a really good job listening to the horses. It does a really good job. Next thing, I bought a suture kit about a year before veterinary school. So if you're still in that early stage of applying to vet school, let me tell you, it's never too early. This I've had, since my junior year of college. And get yourself a suture kit from Amazon. I use this all the time. We have suture assignments at UACVM, and they give us like a suture pad already to where we do our assignments, but we have to give them back. So I like to keep practicing on my very own. I'll also put the information on which exact one I got. It comes with this suture pad and your like materials, like your instruments and some suture. But of course you're gonna run out of suture, so highly recommend also getting a big pack of suture to practice with. I just got the 3/0 nylon, super cheap. I actually got this for Christmas, but if you currently work at a veterinary clinic, ask them if they have expired suture that you could have for practicing and taking with you to veterinary school. By the way, this is not surgical grade, okay? Do not use this on live animals. This is just for practicing purposes. But yeah, it's never too early to buy a suture kit. I used YouTube, TikTok to kind of look up suture patterns, so it's super easy to learn very accessible, everything you could find on Amazon. Next thing is an anatomy coloring book. We focus a lot on anatomy here at UACVM. This is also from Amazon. It's the Saunders Veterinary Anatomy Coloring Book, and they have a digital version. I highly recommend getting the digital version, especially if you have an iPad. iPad has like a colored pencil feature, I think on GoodNotes, and also just the markup app, and you could download it as a PDF. But if you're more like a, physical, this one is super helpful. I only colored a couple pages, but because I use the digital, I have an iPad. It's like a fun way to study your anatomy, so very therapeutic if you're into coloring. Another thing that you should buy is this. This is also from Amazon. Everything is from Amazon. This stethoscope bag. I'll put the link below. But yeah, I could pretty much fit my stethoscope in here. I love putting my suture kit in here as well. My watch, I put some pencils and extra sutures. Of course, my pins. My roommate gave me this one because I love alpacas and llamas, so I have a trauma llama. And this is really nice because when we go to clinical skills, I just know everything's in my bag, and when we need our stethoscopes, I just know I need to grab that and that's it. I also go to a lot of club events where we do physical exams, so I just bring all this. I have my watch with me. We're not allowed to use smartwatches when we're doing physical exams at UACVM, like officially in class. Outside we can, but they prefer a digital watch. My roommate has a really cool one that you could attach to your stethoscope, which I really like that idea. But yeah, everything pretty much fits in here. I think this is meant for nurses, but who said it can't be for veterinary students as well? So those are just like some highlights of things that have been super fun and or useful in my first year in veterinary school. I'm going to list some other things that I think are also super useful that I didn't include in this video. Don't overbuy. I promise you're gonna have so much time throughout the year to get the things you need. You're gonna get ideas from other classmates or upperclassmen. So yeah, congratulations again to those of you who got into veterinary school. Best of luck if you're applying, or if you're starting your new year, or if you're already in vet school. So thanks guys, and let me know if you have any questions. I will put all of the links and to my Amazon stuff below. But yeah, thanks everyone.